Here for round 3 of Team Liquid's Hit the Deck. On the draw, this hand seems pretty good. Obviously lacking an islands, but Paradise Druid can hopefully fill in for that. And if nothing else, we have Wicked Wolf on turn 3, which just beats everyone. So see what our opponent's up to. A couple mountains, slow start. We're Druid flooded. Don't have to worry about Chain Whirler, so that's gas. Ooh, Dragonauts. I mean, that's just prime feasting material right there. Yes, please. Telling you, Wicked Wolf, stupid card. It's just the fun police, and then the augur misses. It's very awkward. We could Hydra fight this thing. I'm obviously not too worried about the augur, so I think we're fine to just make a food, protect our wolf a little bit, get another druid out there, and then fighto, as this wolf does. Fight everyone, everything. Nice little battler. League Guild Mage. So opponent's got a little brew going on. I don't know what this Guild Mage can do. Copy some business, so we'll probably fight that thing.
You fear your truth.
Could get a little aggressive here, which I'm actually fine with. Yo, just tap the stuff. What are you doing, auto tapper? Let's go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. No? Okay. Fight everything.
I invite you to change your way.
I don't know if this is right compared to just making another food, because now if they go after the wolf, we have to sack a 3/3. But we did get in some damage. And that's going to be it. Just fight all the things. Opponent's a little stuck on lands. And I have no idea what they're up to. Aether Gust is probably decent. We Dragonauts, even though we have Wicked Wolf and Hydra and stuff, is still pretty scary. So I think we want some amount of these just to have a little bit of interaction. And again, since we're bringing in a few more spells, we can probably shave on Once Upon a Time. Brazen Borrower is kind of like another Aether Gust, plus it can actually block the flyer. So we want to cut another card. Not really sure what that's going to be, because all of our cards seem pretty decent. We could maybe trim a Nissa because it's a little top heavy, and it seems like they're trying to kill me for the most part, which maybe means I should just have the 4th Gust to protect myself. But we do have the Borrower still, and like I said, don't really know what our opponent's up to. Obviously, they're just doing like blue-red spell stuff, but past that, kind of need to know a little bit more specifics. We have Goose and Oko, not much else. I think that's fine though. Oko, I suppose, is another answer to any sort of We Dragonauts type of stuff. So yeah, this deck is just weird. Like the whole food mechanic thing. It's like, alright, you're blue-green, your weakness is supposed to be you can't really deal with stuff. But hey, we'll give you Oko and the wolf so you can just kill whatever you want. Firemind's Research is interesting. Not a card that we've seen very often. Kind of scary, but also very mana intensive.
All your cares are gone.
You can also just bounce it if it gets out of control. Alright, so now what are we doing? We can Goose Druid. Maybe make a 3/3, but might want more juice for the Goose. So maybe we should just be content making foods, because we could also use these to swap for We Dragonauts.
I think a little merriment is in order.
And I don't. Why are you trying to auto tap me like that? I need all my green mana. So mostly just setting up. Temple of Mystery can maybe scry us into a big card. And then if our opponent ever does something, we have Borrower Oko. So we're not doing a whole lot, but we're still alright. Yeah, Simic kind of silly. Ooh, Shock is good. Augur finally hits. Good job, buddy. Augur is a card I thought would see more play, but a lot of these decks really just want to utilize the Planeswalkers, and you see this deck also has like some enchantments, some creatures, so it's pretty tough. And now we could just Brig out a pretty big Hydra. Not Shocking a Goose is kind of interesting. I guess they can have like Negate or Aether Gust here, so maybe we don't want to jam on all the foods to make a Giga Hydra. So yeah, I think 4 is pretty reasonable. This keeps it out of Lava Coil range, although they do have a Shock too, so I mean we could also just like double the amount of counters, maybe that's better. Because, like, who really cares about the Augur, right? And Blue-Red can have some bounce spells, obviously, to get rid of this thing, at least temporarily. But, I mean, just, like, killing this thing straight up is rough, and it's not like they can really chump block when this thing has trample. So, I like this. This seems fine to me. I mean, obviously, we could have gone for broke and just, like, 30-30'd this thing or whatever, but... Food's weird. If JRPGs have taught me anything, it's just to not use my resources. Like, I would rather just die than use a Mega Elixir, you know? I'd rather just lose the game. And food, food, energy, they were all kind of the same thing. Where I'm just like, I'd rather just not use it, you know? Alright. I think first things first, we should play Temple Scry, see what's going on next turn. That'll help us prepare for this turn. That's a big game. Definitely want to prepare for that. So we want to have as much mana available this turn, going into next turn as possible. So, all right, Augur's gonna chump the food. If they block with Murmuring Mystic, we could then turn it into a 3/3, which is kind of cute. But what else are we gonna do? We could just turn the Mystic into a 3/3. We could also just steal it. Stealing it seems fine. Let's do that. We don't really have a whole lot of spells, but if we cast the spell part of Borrower, that can do it. And then next turn we'll have 6 from Brig, 7, 8, 9. So pretty big Krasis. Rail's Outburst on my food, so I could sack it to gain 3 to prevent them from drawing a card. I think that's probably worth it. And Fire Mines has 2 counters on it. Oh, we have to tap sack. Okay, so we can't do that. Gotta tap sack the food. So yeah, that's just gonna happen, and then we can just make a food with Goose. Tap sack on food is probably smart when you're going to have things like Oko that animate them. Alright, that Electromancer's a little late. We could bounce the Electromancer to kind of stop our opponent from going off a little bit next turn and make another token. I think I'd rather just make the food, though. And then now... why are you GGing me? 6. Let's do 8. Blue, sack of food. Oh. X is not 8, X is 6. 8 total mana. I'm stupid. Boom. Let's do that. more Temple of Mystery action. Aether Gust is good insurance. What can we do? I guess we could make Goose or Food into a 3/3 and just hit him. Wonder if we actually have lethal. I don't know.
Gaze into my face.
Whatever.
Put on your true
Drawing cards is better anyway. Yeah, so they can put token here, 2 here. They just take it all. Well, that's gonna do it. We move on to 3-0.